La la la, hey, hey, yeah, yeah.
There are a lot of people out there who are getting into apps and creating apps, but perhaps none of them are as unique as our next guest. His name is George Robertson. He's a 97-year-old app creator. He's the creator of the CheX challenge, and he's here with us today. Hi, George. How are you?
How you doing, George?
Good, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
We want to ask you, first of all, George, what inspired you to create this application in the first place?
Well, I used to do Sudoku and Ken from the newspaper, and then I got thinking, these are prepared by experts. These numbers are put in here to maybe guide you or confuse you. And I thought, well, why can't we set up a paper that could be played by two people, or a game that could be played by two people instead of a solo player. And I kind of got the idea, just draw up a 5x5 square, and two peoples alternately put numbers in the board, and see who gets the most points, add up the number of points that they get, and get the most points.
Right. I think we have some pictures, actually.
Yeah, you brought along some slides, right, George? So we're going to have a look at the first slide.
Here's a slide of the board. It's 5x5, and this is a winning line across the row, and you can see the numbers are in there, all the numbers from 1 to 5. It doesn't matter what order they're played, and they can be played any place on the board as long as there's a hole there. And the count, you count the value of the digits plus whoever put in the last digit, like the 2 at the left, at the right-hand side there, was the last digit to be played, and red player gets a bonus of 5 points.
Okay.
And so the total score there was 15, I think it is, for red, and 6.
Or yeah, I guess, is it 5 or
6?
6 for the black?
6 for the
15
black.
for red and 5 for the black.
So the object of the game is to get 1 to 5 on one row across.
On one row across.
Okay.
Or, well then to finish the game, you keep playing and you try to fill the board up with completed rows and completed columns up and down.
So what would you compare this game to? Is it sort of like checkers?
Something like checkers, or more like, probably like chess.
Okay.
Where you're playing a number of pieces all at one time. And now all that last slide is off.
We can bring that last slide back up if you want, George. Do you want us to bring the last one
Please.
up? Okay. Can we bring the last slide up? There it is.
I want to show you here, there's an X. Now one of the tricks in the game is to block a column or a row by putting in a number adjacent to it like that. Just to the left of the X is a 1, and red put the 1 in there so that black couldn't put the 1 where the X is.
Oh.
Now you see where the X is, you can't put any other number, so it's blocked.
Oh, because the 2 is already in that row.
Right.
There's already a 2, 3, 4, 5,
Gotcha.
and there's an X to the left, 1 to the left. So the X blocks both the row and the column.
Now this is a fun game for everyone, right? This is a fun game for anyone to play.
She's saying it's a fun game for anyone to play, right?
Anybody can play it. It's a simple game. The playing is very simple. The arithmetic is simple, and the scoring is done automatically in the by the computer. So all you need to do is analyze what your player is doing, try to block him or interfere with what he is doing, and if you can't do those things, do your own thing. And it's an interesting game because the playing is changing every time there's a digit put on the board by your opponent. That changes what you're going to do.
Absolutely.
And so it becomes a very interesting game and a very challenging game.
George, before we run out of time, we wanted to also mention there's medical benefits to this game
well,
as well,
yes,
right?
you can see the complexity of trying to win. You have to do a lot of planning, analyzing, replanning, develop a strategy, destroy your opponent's strategy. This all requires a lot of brain work, brain exercising, and it challenges the ability of your mind to cope with all these changes. So it really exercises the brain and challenges the mind to do creative thinking.
Well, I think in just listening to you and your story, and you've gotten a lot of great publicity, I think it inspires other people as well, other people, seniors that, you know what, somebody that's 97 years old, listen, I can't even use an app on my phone, and you created an app. George, thank you so much for being with us today. We really
You're
appreciate
very welcome. I'm glad to be here.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, George. And his app is a CheX Challenger. It's available on Apple devices, which is remarkable.
Yeah.
You know, getting it on Apple, the Apple platform as well. So go check it out. Coming up next, we're talking about fashion, my favorite, with Erica Wark. That's right after this.